Sorry about that. I had to take a call, and yeah, but we're back. I'm actually gonna go meet a family friend who was close to my dad, and well, it was actually his companion, his last love. So that's what my plans are for today. Go visit my dad. I call it their bedside. It's just me. It's just I prefer not to say grave or headstone or whatever resting area. I just say bedside because technically that's where they're resting. My father as well as my son. They're in the same cemetery. Letting people know on YouTube as well as the people in the podcast who, if you have been following me, you know that's they're both together. So that makes it a lot easier as far as travel goes. But it just I feel to me it felt like after my dad passed and then hearing that my son was not gonna make it, having him buried close to his grandfather would make it a lot better mentally for me. Is that I felt like my dad would be there to watch over him, and my son would keep my dad in check. But yeah. So that's my plan for today. I really just want to get this podcast going. I think it's time that I actually like face it, because I have plenty of podcasts up, 30 minutes, 20 minutes, 50 minutes, like however long I've been ranting and raving, because I don't come into these podcasts prepared as far as like an outline of what I want to talk about. I probably should. That would make it a lot better. So I'll probably add that as I go down the line. But I really like that it's raw, mostly unedited. This is probably the only one that's been edited because I had to take that phone call. But everything is just straightforward. There's really no pauses. There's no breaks. There's maybe some background music, but it's really just how I feel at that moment, at that time, just being in the moment and expressing it to you, and let you know that these are real feelings. This is not scripted. It's not created. It's what has been happening and how I've been feeling in my life. So where do I want to go with this? Sorry. I guess that's why you have an outline, because you have an outline, you know where you're going, you know what you're talking about. There's really no questions about it. But as far as me, I bridging these two worlds together from the socks and my podcast about being stuck in the middle. I feel like that's about to happen. I want people to know that there's a lot of people out here going through the same thing you're going through. It's basically me integrating my podcast into my world of socks, because a lot of people don't. A lot of people know that my dad passed. Not too many know that my son passed away as well. But then there's people that know both of those but have no clue that I really do a lot with socks and different sock companies and brands and everything. So what I want to do is bring those two worlds together so people can see again that you're not alone. Like maybe that's what I should call this podcast. You're not alone. I don't know. I feel like that's taken by numerous people, just like good grief and stuck in the middle. But we'll figure something out, and if you have any ideas, you can definitely drop them down below on the YouTube video. Drop them down below in the comments. But if you can do it in a way on on the podcast, please do leave comments or tag me, something, whatever, however you can get to it. This video will be going up on Life Through Socks if you're listening to the podcast version. But if you're listening to the podcast version, enjoy, because it's just me. It's just me. I don't have a guest at this time. It's just me, and it's a lot of a lot of emotion today. I've been very, very emotional today, and really didn't want to, really almost not gonna do this video, but I decided it needed to be done. So, and don't mind the background, because like I said, I'm in the middle of doing a lot of stuff. There's a box back there. Let's see if you can see it. That box way back there. It had a computer in it, so I got a new computer. So I plan on doing better videos for YouTube, but then also doing more music. Music is something my dad loved, and my son too. I remember when my son was probably about, he was still in the stomach, and it's probably about 5.5 months. Um, his mother went out at the time and was out with her friends. They were playing music and everything, and then she came home probably around like 10, 11 at night. Then our son decides to not go to sleep. So he was in her stomach having the time of his life until probably about 3 in the morning and just went to sleep. So if that's not a sign he loved music, I don't know what is. So, yeah, so I'll be doing a lot more music. If you don't follow me already, D made that on Instagram. And there's some stuff up there, but I'm really going to get more into it. I got tons of beats, tons of songs that I'm working on. But this is really just me bridging the gap between all of my social medias so that there's more of a, I don't want to see cohesive because I'm going to still be doing all these things separately, but just so everybody knows what's going on. So as a reminder for me, today is March 1st. Today is the same day my dad passed away, but then also today's also the day that my mother has gone in for surgery. I won't disclose what surgery it is, but she's gone in. Has me worried. But here's the thing. I want to say probably about 5 or 6 years ago. It was a similar day like this. It wasn't about my dad passing. It was actually a moment where my dad was in the hospital and my mother was in the hospital. Two separate reasons, two separate incidences, and it rocked my world. Not even close to a good way. I was home, and then I got two separate phone calls that my parents were both in the hospital. That gutted me, and like I knew what was going on with my dad, so that I'm not gonna say it was fine, but I knew what the cause was, why he was in there. My mother, I found out after while she was in, but just imagine both of your parents going into the hospital, like rushed there for a reason that you have no clue about, and then getting calls later about it. Needless to say, I was distraught, upset, sad, and completely worried about everything. I went from 8 a.m. having both parents to probably like 6 p.m. not knowing if gonna have either one of my parents. Needless to say, like I said, 5 years ago, they both came out the hospital and everything was fine. My dad ended up passing 2 years later. 2 years later, which brings us to today's date. And my mother was healthy, and now she's going into hospital. So it's just a worry that I have had from that day, and then now it happening today just has me on edge. I've been in contact with the doctor, other family members that are reaching out to my mom and everything like that, but it's been kind of it's been a rough day. So being stuck in the middle and trying to cope with the fact that my dad's not here and now my mother's going in for surgery and just hoping that she's okay. It's a lot. It's a lot to deal with. I'm thinking about it constantly, even as I'm talking about it right now. Well, I'm talking about the topic, but that it's heavy, and it's like, damn, why? And it hurts because of course, I want my mom to be great. I want my mom to be fine. I want her to be better, and something I don't have to worry about for her to be home and safe. But I know my dad's not here, so it just worries me. Like, dang, is this my mother's time? Like, is she gonna get called away while under the knife? Of course, you don't wish that. You don't hope that. And just trying to be positive is hard. To sit here and be like, she's gonna be fine. She's gonna be fine. I know she's good. She's gonna be great. She's gonna come home and everything's gonna be fine. But it also is a bit nerve-wracking because at the same time you're sitting here like, dang, I wish I didn't have to deal with this. Honestly, that's what I wish, but unfortunately I do. And it's like I just have to sit here and just be okay with it. Am I? Absolutely not. Do I want to feel this pain? Absolutely not. But it's happening, so I got to deal with it. And you know, all I can do is just wait. And just wait. And my phone's on. You see, I had to take a call mid podcast, mid video. But the fact that I got an update saying that she was good, she was happy before she went under, and yeah. So, and I'm at a place where I'm able to take some time off when she needs me to take care of my mother, and it's a good feeling. I know a lot of people don't, and I'm grateful for it. But if she needs me, I'll be there. We get to a point in life where we worry about our parents, and I'm there. Given my father's not here anymore, I still worry. I still miss him. I woke up today like I miss him, and there's people that have videos of him, voicemails. I don't, so it sucks. I'd love to hear his voice. I hear it sometimes. But as far as like just a video of him talking or anything like that, I don't have. May have to look in my one of my mini cloud storage locations, a old hard drive or something, but on my phone that I'm using right now, nothing. But I have plenty of pictures, I have plenty of memories, and I know that I have a great dad. I have a great son. I know I have both. And some people either never meet their dad, and then others never have a son. So I'm not going to sit here and be upset about it, because I know I'm in a position where some people aren't, never have been, never will be, to have a dad who you know cared about you, and also to have a son that you get to meet and tell him you love him. I know a lot of people won't get that feeling ever. I know a lot of people that won't know what that's like. And I was grateful, gracious, lucky enough to have both. But I still hurt because I want more time with my dad. I want infinitely more time with my son. And I wasn't able to get that. So I just got to I have to keep living. I know my dad won't want me sad. And I know my son, won't want me sad either. I know that. So I have to keep moving. I have to keep pushing. So do you. You can be strong and still cry. You can continue being the person you are, dealing with sorrow. So I need y'all to know that you'll be okay. Even if it's just for today, you're okay. Tomorrow you can be hurt. You can cry. You can stress. You can whine. Everything. Be mad if you have to. It's real. It happens. So understand that it's common, it's natural, it's normal. And don't hold it. Don't hold it. It's the worst you can do. I know what that feels like. And you don't want to hold the pain. You don't. Let it out. Talk to somebody. Or even if you're watching this and you just feel like this is a lot, it is. It is for me. But I'm doing this for me. I'm not doing this for views, for money. If that comes along, that'd be great. That's fine. But I'm honestly not doing it for that. I'm doing it because I need to get this off my chest. Having a counselor, someone you can talk to, that's great. And they also give you advice. But for me, for some reason, this works. I know I need to do more. No, I need to do better. And I suggest y'all do the same. Continue being you. Work hard. Stay strong. And always remember, even when you're sad and you're crying and feel weak, you're stronger than you were yesterday. With that being said, until next time, I will see you later, and I bid you a good grief. Have a good day.